Hey guys, Hamster Will here, and this is a recap of the 5th installment of the ChromieCraft King of the Damage contest. A contest where everyone who participates gets 1 minute to do as much damage to a target dummy, and whoever does the most damage wins. Alright, here we go, the 5th installment of the King of the Damage contest. The countdown is starting from 10 seconds. As always, I'll reset recount at 0, so no one can really jump the gun in terms of damage, if you will. 1. And here we go, the damage is being reset and everyone's charging in, everyone's unloading their spells, cooldowns being popped, here we go. And currently Ernest is leading, Abhorrence now on number 1 spot, Ahalpa, the Hunter, very close. Ernest now doing a lot of DPS, a lot of damage, currently leading. And Hamsterwheel, that's me, is getting very close to that number 1 spot. Boney McBone also getting very close now, number 3, closely followed by Arya. 2 Hunters, maybe an Ahalpa pumping out that damage, but it's Ernest right now that's leading. And it's Boney McBone actually touched the 2nd spot right there. He's very close, not far behind. And it's right now, it's me and Ernest battling it out for 1st position. It's 2 Druids leading, which is very unusual for the King of the Damage contest. Though with those manual crowd pummelers, with that cooldown, it is definitely pretty insane considering the DPS we can pump out. But it's the same for the Paladins, of course. They can use the manual crowd pummeler too. And it's still Ernest leading on top. I'm very close, but can I change the position here? I'm getting a little closer, but it's Ernest that is just pumping out some good damage, and there we go. That is the stop sign, and there we go. That is the result for our King of the Damage contest number 5. Alright, so for this installment we have the following winners per class. For the Hunters we have Maybe, for Warriors we have Geos, for Rogues we have Abhorrence, for Druids it's Ernest, for the Paladins it's Boney McBone. For the Warlocks, we have no winners because we didn't have any Warlocks participating. For the Shamans, it's Mali. For the Priests, it's Trendies. And for the Mage, it's Magi or Magi. And our overall winner of this installment is Ernest with 22,525 damage done and a DPS of 362.7. If you look at the top 20 damage of all time and top 20 DPS of all time, not much has changed in the top, as we have Endermer both leading still with damage and DPS, 33,000 damage and 642.5 DPS. That is a massive number. And as you can see in the top 20 DPS, our winner for today, Ernest, got in at the 18th position. So we did place for the top 20, but compared to last time, we had a lot more impressive numbers with many people over 400 DPS, Lomax very close to 500 DPS, and of course Endermer with that huge DPS number, as well as damage, where the top 20 damage is pretty much unchanged with maybe 1 or 2 alterations, but overall the top is still the same. And then last but not least, we have the leaders per class, which is also all damage contests taken into consideration. For the Hunters, we still have Lomax leading in both damage and DPS. For the Warriors, it's the same, and Dermer is still leading. For the Rogues, we have a new leader in both damage and DPS, it's Abhorrence. For Paladins, we still have the same leader as the previous damage contest, which is Trello, with almost 400 DPS. For the Warlocks, well, we didn't have any Warlocks participating, so obviously that remains the same. For the Priests, we do have a new leader in damage, Trendies, with 16,004 damage, but in terms of DPS, Ephriel from a previous contest still reigns supreme. For the Mage, we still have Ceresia leading with 20,464 damage and 421.4 DPS. For the Shamans, it's the same, it remains unchanged. And for Druids, we have a new leader in damage, which is Ernest, with 22,525, our winner for today. And Hamsterwheel, that is me, of course, still leading in DPS. It was very close, but I still lead in terms of DPS with 364.2. And that was the 5th installment of the ChromieCraft Damage contest. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thanks to everyone who participated. And we hope to see you in the 6th installment. But until then, I'm Hamsterwheel and have a good one.